Very good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of KSI Morning Brief. To begin with, global markets. US stocks on Tuesday ended sharply lower with the S&P 500 snapping its five-day win streak as investors grew wary of the economy, public health, and policy response to the coronavirus pandemic. Equities lost steam after the White House announced a call to cap the next round of COVID-19 stimulus at $1 trillion or less, but accelerated their losses in the final hour of trade after several Federal Reserve officials warned of challenges to the economy as infection rates soar across several states. The Dow Jones Industrial Average tumbled 1.5%, the S&P 500 index 1.1%, while the Nasdaq Composite Index fell 0.9% to finish at 10,343.89 after caving out an intraday 10,518.98 record. Stocks in Europe pulled back on Tuesday as traders wait for the next wave of information on the economy, the spread of coronavirus and corporate earnings. After a 1.6% surge on Monday on hopes for Chinese stimulus, the stocks Europe 600 lost 1.1%. The major regional indexes also dropped, with the German DAX at 0.92%, the French CAC 40 at 0.74%, and the UK FTSE 100 at 1.53%. Markets were mostly lower in Asia on Tuesday's expanding coronavirus outbreaks dimmed hopes for a global recovery, despite an overnight rally in tech shares that pushed the Nasdaq Composite to another record high. Looking at some updates on global news now, the Eurozone economy will sink deeper into recession than previously thought due to the effects of the pandemic. The bloc will contract a record 8.7% this year before growing 6.1% in 2021. It compares with the May forecast of a 7.7% slump and a 6.3% growth. The Trump administration has notified Congress and the United Nations that the United States is formally withdrawing from the World Health Organization, a move that comes amid a rising number of coronavirus cases throughout the Americas in the last week alone. Trump initially announced his intention to withdraw from the World Health Organization in May and has consistently accused the organization of aiding China in covering up the origins of the virus. However, the World Health Organization scientists and experts are scheduled to travel to China this weekend to investigate the origins of the novel coronavirus. Looking at some updates of COVID-19 around the world, the Australian state of Victoria has confirmed 134 new cases of coronavirus in the past 24 hours as its borders were closed and it moved to impose a 6-week lockdown in Melbourne. The US state of California has reported a record daily rise in confirmed cases of coronavirus at 10,201. Nearly 11.8 million people around the world have been diagnosed with COVID-19 and more than 542,000 have died, according to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. The US and Brazil have reported the most cases and highest death tolls. The apparent speed at which an Indian government aims to test and approves a homegrown COVID-19 vaccine has created an uproar among scientists both in India, which is increasingly overwhelmed by the new coronavirus, and abroad. The first vaccines could be rolled out by 15th August, which would leave far too little time for proper testing. That's it we have for you on KSM Morning Brief today. Meet us tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. for more updates. Thank you. Goodbye.